Hey friends, Nokie here. So a little birdie told me that some of you ladies are having a hard time initiating sex, and some of you, for as long as you've been married, you've never even thought about initiating sex. And on today's video, I'm going to help the brothers out by giving you tips on how you, yes you, my sister, can initiate sex. I don't know why you're all not doing it. If you are one of those girls who every so often you do actually initiate sex, do me a favor and leave a heart in the comments below. But before I get into the meat and potatoes of this video, can you please do me a favor? Please subscribe to this channel and make sure that you ring that little notification bell so that you don't miss any of my educational and informative content. So as you've already seen from the title of this video, I'm going to be giving you tips on how you as a lady, you as a wife, can initiate sex. It is not as difficult or as challenging as some of you all think. All that you need to do is to decide that you're going to do it, okay? But like I always say, and if you've been watching this channel for any length of time, you know that I always say communication is lubrication. For you to initiate sex and get good results, and I mean good results, you have to communicate. That communication does not have to be verbal. It doesn't have to always be verbal. There are some actions that you can take that say, hey, I'm making the first move today, and trust me, your man is going to thank you for it. Initiating sex does something to the man's ego. It tells him how much you value him, how much you want him. He feels wanted. So why not do him a favor by starting to initiate sex more frequently? Here are some tips for you. The first tip that I'm going to give you is one that I've already touched on. You need to communicate openly. You can use some verbal cues or some body language that sends a message to your spouse to say, I want you, I want some tonight. So that means clear communication is key to expressing your desires, and that is very important. Express your desires and he will for sure get the message, especially if you spell it out clearly for him. Remember, men just like you cannot guess what's in your mind. Communicate openly and clearly, okay? That's number one. Secondly, do you know what else is going to help you initiate sex? It's creating the right atmosphere. This could be in your bedroom. You could do this by dimming the lights, the way you make your bed, the way you light those candles. You know, you can set the tone for the night. You can create the right atmosphere by how you set up your room. You can light up some of your favorite candles and make the room smell nice. And if you don't have children, even better, you can prepare romantic dinner for two. You know, like I always say, it doesn't have to be so expensive to elevate your intimacy or to create these moments, to create a mood that sets the tone for your night. And already you are going steps ahead to send the message that, hey baby, I want you tonight, I'm ready. I want some tonight, and I'm here for it, and I'm making the first move. In other words, you need to create a relaxing atmosphere. A relaxing environment is a great way of initiating sex, and your man is going to get the message. These are some of the subtle ways in which you can initiate sex. And the third tip that I have for you, my friend, is almost an obvious one. That is physical touch. Yes, you can touch him gentle, rub his back, massage him, give him a long lingering kiss, kiss him in those areas that you know they will turn him on. By this time, you should know some of those erogenous zones that turn on your partner. And for most people, it's the neck. Kiss him on the neck. Express your intentions by being touchy in a gentle way, in a loving way, caressing him, and let one thing lead to the next, because as you do that, he's going to respond, and you are sending a message that, hey babe, I want you. And those intentions that you are expressing through physical touch will not go unnoticed. and for sure he will give you a favorable response. Another tip that I want to give you is wearing sexy lingerie. Wear something that is seductive, something that is very sexy, but make sure that you are comfortable in it, because if you are not comfortable in it, it's going to defeat the whole purpose. You want to be as relaxed as possible. As you are wearing this lingerie, make sure that you move in a sensual way to express your desires, and he is definitely going to know that you are inviting him in. I do highly recommend that you invest in a few pieces of lingerie. You can go to Victoria's Secret. There are a lot of places where you can get this sexy lingerie, and some of you already have this lingerie. Wear it on days when you feel like you want to initiate sex. It doesn't only have to be lingerie, it can also be your sexy dress, your sexy skirt. Show off something, your cleavage, and I'm not talking about walking around that. This is in the comfort of your home. Show off your cleavage, show off your legs, your thighs. Make sure that it's one of those items that he has complimented you on before, on how sexy you look in whatever it is that you're wearing. And that, my friend, is another way of initiating sex, and your spouse is going to be very grateful, trust me. So wearing sexy lingerie or a sexy dress or skirt is a visual cue to express your intentions to your spouse, and trust me, he's not going to ignore that. Okay, if you are enjoying this content so far, make sure that you give it a thumbs up so that other people who are looking for similar content may find it. How about flirting? You can pass flirty comments to your spouse, or you can flirt using your body, and this can increase sexual intimacy. Flirting is another way of increasing sexual intimacy with your spouse. Take advantage of it. Do more of it. Flirty comments and affectionate gestures can help build up sexual intimacy. Try it and come back and thank me later. I dare you. How about being direct? Yes, that's another tip. Straightforwardness, or just saying it out plain and clear, straight up to him, can be very, very, very effective. In other words, just tell him, hey, I'm in the mood tonight. So telling him that you are in the mood can be very, very effective, trust me. Nothing is as clear as straightforward talk, my friend. How about planning a surprise for him? Yes, you can surprise your partner by maybe planning a date, a surprise date, plan a staycation, something inexpensive. It can be anything that will be a surprise. Be spontaneous about it. It's exciting, and that is a way of building effective intimacy. And there are many, many ways in which you can do this. Let me know in the comments if you want ideas on what you can do with your spouse in order to initiate sexual intimacy. Whatever you do, one thing is going to lead to the next, so much that by the time you get home, you are all ready to rip each other's clothes off. So let me know if you wanted a dedicated video on some of the tips and ideas on the things that you can do as far as activities like staycations, going away on vacation. Yeah, some of the things may require money, but if you plan it well, you can save up some money. Just do anything. Be creative. The options are endless. So yeah, that's another thing that can create intimacy. Okay, now this next one is similar to the flirty one. You can send him suggestive messages throughout the day. Just send those messages that are very bold. Messages like what you want to do to him or what you want him to do to you tonight. Just suggestive messages, flirty messages that are going to create anticipation, that are going to make him and you look forward to seeing each other later in the evening when you both get home. So those suggestive messages can be some of your favorite things that he does to you sexually, and just tell him through text messages that, oh, I could use some of that tonight. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure he will respond, and he'll be very excited to show up and carry out whatever your desires are. Okay, my friend, let's move on to another tip. I hope all these are going to be helpful to you. At least maybe, if not all of them, maybe half of them or one or two. Yeah. So sending him those suggestive messages, it's going to help create anticipation and excitement for what is going to take place later tonight. And when he he shows up or when you show up that evening, you better make sure that you actually do those things that you were suggesting through text messages. Okay, don't let him just have all this anticipation and then you chicken out later in the night. No, you don't do that. Carry out the assignment, girl. Okay, you can also engage in activities together. That means you can do things that both of you enjoy. This could be watching a romantic movie. This could be taking a bath together. For some, that's romantic. This could be cooking together. For some, that is romantic. It can also be giving each other massages. So some of these things are naturally going to lead to sexual intimacy. Okay, so as you can see, there are lots and lots of things that you can do to initiate sex. It doesn't have to be cookie cutter. It doesn't have to be one thing. It doesn't have to be the same thing. If you did it last time one way, it doesn't have to be the same thing all the time. Be unpredictable. Be spontaneous. Do something exciting. Discover new things. Always be learning things that you can do. This is why I started this channel, to give you ladies some ideas and tips, because some of you sisters, you got married and you just relaxed. You've just gone lukewarm. So these are some of the tips that you can incorporate. And by the way, did you know that I'm a relationship intimacy coach? Yes, I am. I help you, my sister, take your relationship from cold, lukewarm to blazing hot. If you are facing challenges with sexual intimacy, I am here for you. I now offer one-on-one coaching to ladies who are either facing challenges or ladies who just want to spice it up, or if you are getting ready to tie the knot, I'm here for you. I'm going to leave the information in the description box below so that you can book a session with me. And these sessions typically are an hour long. You can book more than one session if you want, and then there are 90 minutes for the brides to be, because with them we need to spend more time, and of course the rates are different. At the moment I have an introductory rate. I'm not sure how long that one is going to last, but hey, take advantage of my one-on-one coaching so that we can make sure that you are in a hot, spicy sexual intimacy relationship. Okay, sis? Okay, moving on. How about discussing fantasies with your spouse? Yes, you can discuss fantasies, share with them those things that you desire to try. And however, on this one I want to stress that you have to respect each other's boundaries. So those fantasies have to be things that are within your moral beliefs. They gotta be things that you and your spouse are comfortable doing, not something that is out of the norm, not something that is going to violate each other's moral beliefs. So make sure that you express those fantasies, and as you express those fantasies, you'll find out that this will open a door for intimacy. He might say, hey, why don't we try that? You know, that can deepen, and that can be another great way of initiating sexual intimacy, through exploring those fantasies that you would have discussed with him. But once again, respect each other's boundaries. Okay, right, now let's move on to, I believe this is number 11. If you are somebody with a sense of humor, use that to your advantage. Use it to initiate sex. So that means a light-hearted, playful approach can reduce any potential awkwardness. It will make initiating sex more fun and of course exciting. What do you think? And the number 12 tip that I have for you is be confident. Do you know being confident increases your desirability? Yes, it does. Being confident is very, very attractive and a big turn on for most men. So be confident and use that to initiate sex, and trust that you are desirable. And you have to let that confidence shine through in whatever you do, in whatever you say, how you walk. Being confident is very sexy, and it can work to your advantage as far as initiating sex. Yeah, be comfortable in your own skin, like I say. Which of these 12 tips are you going to try, or have you tried? Talk to me in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, you are going to enjoy this one here. Go ahead and click on it. And hey, happy initiating. Remember to do small things with great love, and keep it spicy. See you next time.